This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're talking about high blood pressure, also known as hypertension or the silent killer. Dr. Darren Green's in the house. And if you have any calls or queries or questions or queries, phone us 083 9133 728. Right off the bat, I want to just call in our guinea pig, Leigh-Anne. Just join us up here quickly. Now, we're going to test look at him, Dr. Darren Green, always the charmer. Listen, are you going to quickly just check her blood pressure? And
yeah, we can.
So while you put it on, okay, so what are the normal values of blood pressure?
Adult blood pressure is 120 over 80.
Okay,
top
120 being
top one being the systolic, and the lower one being the diastolic.
Leigh-Anne, you mentioned earlier on this morning you are suffering a little bit with hypertension or high blood pressure.
When I've had this done in the past, it's shown that I did have high blood pressure. I don't know if it's going to be the same now because Ewan's been hogging the kitchen the whole day. So
are you a little bit nervous though because a hot doctor is conducting the experiment?
Hot? Oh, kidding.
Have you eaten?
No, I haven't eaten anything for the entire day, so I don't know what the result will be thereof.
You're not allowed talking.
Yeah,
the vibrations in her voice actually affect the pickup.
So while you're doing that, I mean, I think blood pressure is considered something, a lot of people tend to think it's, it only affects older people, later on in life, also maybe the type of lifestyle, but it does affect young people as well.
It does indeed. Certain tumors, for example, of the adrenal glands called pheochromocytomas can cause hypertension even in children. And then, of course, you have a lot of metabolic causes, things like your sodium channels that are not regulated properly that can lead to elevated BPs.
All right.
And drum roll.
She looks very happy by the results.
She's extremely happy.
Are you healthy?
Her blood pressure is 114 over 86.
Brilliant. So that's right on the mark.
On the mark. A really fit young lady. Very fit young lady.
All the training that she's been doing, I'm not surprised at all.
Lovely.
Dr. Darren, there's a study that's been published that found that people who binge drink in their early 20s are more at risk to develop hypertension. So just quickly later on in life, what advice would you offer there?
Yeah, well, obviously alcohol is a very big risk factor for developing hypertension, and chronic excessive binge drinking does affect the cardiovascular system. One of the side effects is that it causes a dilated heart, a cardiomyopathy. So it can weaken the heart muscle, and in that then obviously has drastic effects on the rest of the cardiovascular system as well.
All right.
Along with that, obviously, your diet and your levels of activity. We can't stress enough. You need to move to counter hypertension. And because once you have one of the lifestyle diseases, it increases your chances of developing the rest of them. The diabetes, for example, and the others.
Let's take one more caller. Vilma from Kimberley this morning. Vilma, good morning.
Good morning.
Vilma, quickly ask your question to Dr. Darren.
Morning.
Yes. I had bilateral hip replacements, and on the 3rd of February I had a neck operation. But since the 10th of February, I had severe high blood pressure, as in 156 over 96 or 140 over 114. Then on that following Monday, I had a severe spasm in my left hip. Could that have been a sign pointing to the fact of the spasm coming up? And what can I do, because I'm not very active because of the hip replacement?
Yes. And a good question. So what a lot of people don't know is that when you experience pain, even in a very low degree, it can cause your blood pressure to elevate.
Oh, wow.
So she's had 2 operations. There are certainly factors, and that's a big feature here of having pain from the joints itself and the healing process. And then, of course, the spasm, which she describes also, is the inflammatory response afterwards, and due to her not being mobile, it puts her at risk.
Perfect. Vilma, thank you for your question. Zoe, join us in here. So we say our final goodbyes. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It was indeed a Feel Good Tuesday. I hope you're going to have a great one. Dr. Darren, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and the nice thing is we get to do this again tomorrow. It's Wednesday, so very much looking forward to the hump of the week. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. Goodbye, Expresso family.
Cheers, guys.
Mwah. Bye.